how I hit the reset button this morning and how you can too. So for the last little while, I've been feeling really down, stuck and kind of miserable and got the dark cloud hanging over my shoulder. And for someone who's trying so hard to be happy and reading all these articles about how to be happy and how to be productive and hack this and hack that, it wasn't working. I spent so much time trying to be happy. Why was I so miserable? I mean, come on, look at my little sad flowers there. So I knew I had to do something drastic. This was just not going to work. Life is way too short to waste time being miserable, so I had to do something to shake myself out of it. I had to do something to hit my personal reset button. And so this is one way that I did it. And on a different day, it may have been a different approach, but this is what worked this morning. So I sat down and used a technique that actually my very first coach taught me about how to have a conversation with my inner self. And so I have this, I'm not crazy or anything, but I have this idea of my inner self and like my own inner coach. And her name is Jasmine. My name is Jennifer, but her name is Jasmine. And she just happens to look a lot like Linda Carter, particularly from the Wonder Woman years, because that's how I grew up, wanting to be a combination of Wonder Woman and Princess Leia. So, it makes sense that my inner self coach would look like Wonder Woman. And I have no idea where the name Jasmine came from, but that's her name apparently. So I sat down at the computer and decided to have a little conversation with Jasmine. And so I, started typing and had these questions come to mind, which, I pretended came from Jasmine through the computer to me. And Jasmine's tough. I mean, come on, what Wonder Woman's like. And Jasmine is kind of like Wonder Woman. She's kind, she's compassionate, but she's not going to take your bull crap. So it was a good chance for me to kind of get kicked out of my own head where I was spending way too much time. And it was a loving smack upside the head to have that little session. And I realized that everything is my own choice. And this is not something new to me. I mean, this is an idea that I tell other people, and it's always easier to see issues that other people are having and give solutions to rather than seeing your own stuff, right? So this was a great opportunity for me to get smacked upside the head, which I need every so often, and just say, hey, choose something different. Break out of this funk because enough already. This is not what I want to be doing. And so you can see I had a lovely little bit of inspiration starting from my session with my inner self and the nice head smack. So what I did next is I found some videos on the interwebs that showed people doing some really cool stuff. There was some videos of artists doing some neat work, and then just a graphic designer talking about, his thought process and things. And so it was a nice little inspiration session that I made time for, and it got me feeling a little bit inspired to go out and do my own awesome stuff because I can do cool things. And so I remembered something that has been missing from my life the last few weeks, and that I absolutely love, and that is my doodling. I love doodling and I love making videos, and so I just felt this compulsion to do it. I have to get this out of me. I have to get this out of my heart. This is something that's been building in me, and I've been repressing it because I've been trying to follow all these formulas and do all these things I'm supposed to do, and I just got to get it out. And so I had my light bulb moment, like, I must doodle. I must doodle. It doesn't matter what quality my doodle is. I must get it out of me. And so I was smiling and I was happy. And then my head started taking over again. And my thoughts shifted to, I can't doodle with what I have right now. I mean, if I'm going to really do this and make a video and try to look somewhat professional, like I've got my stuff together, I need to get a better sketch pad for my doodles, and I need to maybe get some better watercolors, and let me go on Amazon and see what they have, and boom, 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 right? It was all more of the same story pattern that runs in my mind all the time of, I'm not good enough. What I have is not good enough. What I'm able to produce is not going to be good enough because none of it's good enough. And I better wait and put things on hold and not do that stuff that I'm feeling the urge to do because I don't have the right stuff right now. Better wait and put it on hold. And luckily, I had that lingering head smack from earlier. It came back, and I was able to catch myself and break out of that and recognize what was going on was just my own insecurities popping up again and holding me back and trying to pull me under the water when I'm trying to swim ahead to the shore, right? So I caught myself thinking those thoughts, and I said, no, that's not true. I can make something that is going to mean something to someone, and it doesn't have to be perfect. I am enough. What I have is enough to start. I have all the tools I need. I don't have to throw money at the problem in order to be enough. So I just want to go ahead and read what I wrote here because this really summarized how I was feeling. I've got to stop worrying what everyone else is doing. I mean, seriously, get off the internet if it's making you feel badly instead of inspiring you. Remember who you are and what you love, then do the dang thing. Good, bad, ugly, not perfect. You've just got to get it out. Set it free. You just have to get it out. Whatever way you can do it. With what you got right now, you've just got to get it out and stop hiding it and holding it back and holding it down and repressing it. No. Today is the day. All we have is right now. You got to get it out. You've got to restart with what you've already got. And that's important, the restart, because, some people, maybe they can get going and they start getting momentum and then it's just, all straight from there. It's just success after success and, no insecurities come up, or when they do, they're able to just immediately squash them and then there's no struggle and it's just woo, woo, woo. They started once and then there they go. Okay. I'm not that person. Maybe you're not that person either. I tend to go in spurts. I wish it wasn't that way, but that's how it is, and that's how I am, and that's okay. So I am just going to become the queen of restarts, and I'm going to just start with what I've got and restart with what I've got because it's enough. I've got to, and you've got to, and we've all got to, all of us that have something to give. And this light we need to shine into the world, no matter what form it takes, we've got to get in the habit of creating and then putting it out in the world, and then creating again, and putting it out in the world, and just repeat, repeat, repeat. Because when we're holding back, and we're not letting what's inside of us shine out, we suffer, and then the people around us suffer. And you never know what is going to resonate with someone, and they're going to see what you did. And it doesn't matter if it's something online. I'm not talking about just putting things online and making videos and all that jazz. It's maybe, doing the dance class that you've been wanting to do and you've been afraid to because maybe you're a little overweight and you're not that coordinated. But you never know, just by showing up at that dance class, you know you're going to help yourself, but you may inspire someone else in that room. Or you may inspire your coworker when you're telling her about it. Don't hold back because we all need each other. There's so much darkness in the world, and the good people have to make the effort to shine our light in whatever form that is. And the best way to shine your light is just to show up as who you truly are and just be you, the fullest version of yourself. And then if you falter, if you get stuck, if you start falling off the wagon or whatever it is, just restart. Let's become the queens of restarting and hit the reset button. So how are you going to hit the reset button today?